Assalamu alaikum. This is Recovery in the Raw, day 15. This is the first time I'm doing this. I haven't been to a meeting yet today. I'll probably do one later, but this is my first time making a video before the meeting because today is just, this is like a special day for me. For one, shout out to Frank Williams. Frank, that's my partner who was locked up in Oklahoma together. And, we everybody do their thing, but our mind was on being positive. That brother got out and he switched the game up. He was positive, doing his thing, got a job, and he was used to hustling, man. He did his thing. He was an inspiration for a lot of people to change their life around because he got out. He said he was going to do it, and he did it. He had did enough time. He had a family, and he got his stuff together. Now he saw one of my videos, and he been on me, staying straight, and I appreciate that. And also St. Louis, my brother St. Louis. He was brother wanted to learn Islam. I taught him Islam in prison in Oklahoma, and he been contacting me and saying, hey man, stay on your thing. He going through a thing himself right now, and it just feel good to be that mentor I used to be. Like when I'm in prison, I'm like the positive dude. I'm like the mentor. I'm like the one telling the younger dudes to get their life right and do the right thing. Give me that. To do the right thing. And now I got some of these people that's here it go. I got some of these people that's reaching back out to me like, hey man, yeah, we happy, man. We happy to see what you're doing. And when I was in addiction and I wasn't clean and sober, I was embarrassed to talk to these people. I knew I was messing up. And the whole time, it's the people I should have been talking to. People who was doing the right thing. But I was hiding from them and hanging around people who was doing the wrong thing. Because I was ashamed, I was embarrassed. And it was a big step for me to even admit on YouTube, like this is like admitting to the whole world that I used to get high, I used to smoke dope. And it was a big step. It's easy to go to a meeting full of people that you used to get high with and be like, yeah, man, Aaron, I'm an addict. That's easy. But this right here it was a challenge, and I did it. And it was a big step, and it's a step in progress. And I was talking to somebody else who's struggling in addiction, and I told, they're going through the withdrawal stages right now. And I told them, I said, it's a point where in the beginning, yeah, you still battling the urges, the cravings, you battling all that. I said, but once you get it, it dies off, and it does. It dies off. And once that dies off, you become happy with yourself. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm like, I'm happy with myself. In the past, in my recoveries, I was scared to be happy with myself because I felt like I was going to relapse. I felt like the relapse was just waiting. But that was me setting reservations for myself, just waiting for that one excuse, for that one justification to be like, yeah, this happened, that happened, so I messed up. And then when I see people, I tell them that, yeah, I had a relapse, man. When daddy died. I had a relapse, my brother's in the hospital. I had a relapse, my mama husband died and she all by herself. She told me, you will find any sad sob story. Get that out of there. Take it out of there.
Okay, get it out of there.
So we'll find any sad sob story to tell our.
It wasn't me who put it in there. It was Malachi.
We'll tell any sad sob story to justify the reason of why we getting high. And that's excuse me, I got the kids out here acting crazy. But that's one of the things that get us deeper and deeper into the addiction thing. If we can find an excuse or make it seem right that was the reason why we got high, and we can find a way to make it right, we're gonna do it. We're gonna find a way to justify it to ourselves, we're gonna make it happen. And right now I'm not leaving myself any reasons or any justifications or any reservations to get high. There's no excuse anymore. Like I said, I'll be 48 this year. And at this age and at this time in life, I got a 2-year-old.
There's 1-year-old?
There's no reason. There's no reason to leave. Hold on. To leave him right there. There's no reason to leave him. There's no, leaving him would do something very dramatic to that boy's life at his age. And that's part of my motivation for staying clean. The other one, there's 2 more that's missing, that need to be here. So you looking at a guy who just got out of jail 2 weeks ago, homeless, nowhere to go, and just got out here and made it happen. and rebuilding his family back up. Me and the mother got things we got to work out and work through, you know, so she can't be here. She can't be in the videos. She can't, but sooner or later she will, hopefully. But right now, you know, it's me by myself doing this, you know, and that's the part that hurts too, knowing you got a person you love that you can't be around.
What do you want?
You know, so.
Oh, want me to go get your bike?
But at the same time, freedom is first. So there's nothing I can do if I'm in jail, knowing that I have to be out here and be here for these kids. But back to the being happy with myself. Like right now, man, I am very happy with myself. It's never been a point in my life where I felt like I could be happy with myself and not have fear. Not have fear that things are going to go wrong. Not have fear that something's going to mess up. Not have fear that this just can't be right. This ain't going to last too long. Because in the past, that's what it was. Anytime I did right or I was doing good, I always felt like it was going to end soon. I feel like this can't be true. And having that thought process, having that thought and that energy, that is what happened. It didn't last too long. You know, so I'm learning to change that. I'm learning to be happy with myself. Accept it. Accept that life is good. Accept that things are good. Just accept it. Stop looking for negatives. Stop looking for things going wrong. You know, so right now I'm looking for things going right. This morning in Bible study, what we learned was that, you know, when the temptation comes, when you make that choice not to fall into that temptation, a blessing comes after that. And one of the crazy things was, after we studied that, a couple hours later, somebody called me and said, you know what? I feel like it's going to be a big blessing today. I was so shocked by it. I went back in front of Elder Charles and I said, Elder Charles, listen to this. I said, repeat that. And the lady said, I feel like a big blessing is coming your way today. And I said, wow. And that big blessing is going to come by what I did earlier. Somebody called me and, you know, people still got my phone number. And somebody called me and asked me for something and said, can I go get them something? And I told them I promised I wouldn't do that again. You know, and it was a part of me wanting to play like, yeah, hey, not right now. I can't do it right now. But instead of doing that, I just told them, hey, I promised I wouldn't do that again. You know, so change is hard, but change is good. Change is uncomfortable, but change is good. You know, prayer, motivation, stand on the grind, stand out here, knowing that everything is going to be okay. Hold on once. Knowing that everything is going to be okay. Get your brother. Knowing that everything is going to be okay is, that's truly putting faith in God. Before I started this recovery challenge, my definition of faith in God was just knowing that He's there. Knowing that, you know, yeah, He's always going to be there with me. But no, having faith in God is also knowing, trusting in Him. I trust Him that everything's going to be okay. No matter how life may look, it may look like this bad finna happen, that bad finna happen. I don't care. That's like what they call that, a trust fall. Where like you fall and you know somebody's going to catch you. That's how I feel with God right now. I know He's going to catch me. I know He got me. It ain't no catching. He's holding me up. So He ain't got to catch me because He's holding me up. Ain't no falling when you're in His hands. So now that I put my life in His hands, I know I ain't going to fall. I know everything's going to be all right. And that's where I'm at today with that. So today is day 15 of the 90-day sobriety challenge. No drugs, no alcohol, no nothing. Cold turkey, out and doing it. Peace, y'all. Salam alaikum. Recovery in the raw.
Salam alaikum.
Day 15. Alhamdulillah.